Kenya has started this decade on a strong footing with strong growth in 2010. In 2011, Kenya will need to navigate through another economic storm. Higher food and fuel prices, but also domestic shocks with the risk of a drought and some of the political variables have caused a reduction of our growth forecast, a downgrade from 5.3% to now 4.8% for 2011.
And I feel things have really gone up. We can't afford all the basic food stuff. It's really, really expensive. So we have to cut down on so many things to make the days end.
Hii uchumi siku hizi imekuwa ngumu sana. Maisha ile tulikuwa nayo sioni kama watoto wetu watafaulu.
Niko na watoto 4. Mimi nakaa kijiji ya Raila. Kijiji sio estate. Kibera. Kuhusu economy, maisha iko mbaya sana hata kuliko hapa awali. Maana yake sasa mimi nafanya kazi ya nyumba. Mshahara yangu ni 14,500. Naona. Sasa na niko na watoto 4. Unga mfuko moja ni shilingi 100, saa zingine 100 na shilingi 10. Na mtu kama mimi unga mfuko moja siwezi tumia kwa siku hata mara 2. Hapo awali nyumba zilikuwa zinalipwa 1,000, lakini kwa saa hii hakuna nyumba 1,000 kwa kijiji.
Economy is very high.
Kazi inakuwa ngumu, inatulemea. Mwenyewe anataka pesa yake, pesa yote inaenda kwa mafuta. Sasa ukipata unapatia mwenyewe pesa yote, unaenda home bila mshahara.
So Kenya is in the middle of a demographic transition, and it's also urbanizing very rapidly. This will contribute to Kenya's growth in 2 ways if it's managed correctly. First of all, as Kenya's working population grows, the number of people who depend on working Kenyans for their livelihoods will go down. Secondly, as people move into urban areas, we will see agglomeration effects taking place and the growth coming out of these cities rising. But for Kenya to capture the benefits of this demographic transition and increased urbanization, it's very important that it manage its cities well.
I came to Nairobi to look for work.
I got an opportunity to come to Nairobi. It was very challenging at first because I was staying with a relative.
Ushago kwetu ni Butere Mumias.
So I come from rural area to Nairobi. If you want to do business you must do in such a place, a town which has more people.
Kukuja hapa nilikuja kutafuta kazi. Nilikuja by the way kwa ndugu yangu nikatafuta kazi.
The challenges of being in a city, I must say one, the cost of housing is really high. You find that food is very expensive. Transportation is also astronomical. So you have to be very creative as an individual and embrace entrepreneurial activities which can actually generate an extra income for you from which you can be able to survive.
It needs to continue to make investments in infrastructure both within cities and between cities, and that means that urban governments will need to get resources from the counties under the new constitutional dispensation. That's extremely important. In addition, Nairobi has been the seat of much activity, economic activity in Kenya, but Mombasa could also be a major growth pole. And because of its location on the Indian Ocean, it really could become a part of global value chains with other countries across the ocean and help lift the Kenyan economy.
And if Kenya would keep this momentum and overcome these bumps in 2011, 2012, and then grow at even higher rates, say 6%, Kenya could reach middle income status by the end of this decade of $1,000 per capita on average for every Kenyan. This is a vision that the World Bank embraces and that we want to help to shape also with our economic analysis.